Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Disco Elysium. In the last episode, we talked with the police officers from the RCM Precinct 41, although we did not recognize that they were from that location. I have a hunch that the guy sitting down is our actual partner, and the girl next to him must be someone that we know as well. They probably thought that we are doing drugs and are high and what have you. And we are actually trying to not do that this time around. We're trying to recover from whatever horribleness put us into the situation we find ourselves. I mean, look at us. Look how recovered we look. In any case, we talked to them for a little bit, and they were nothing but rude to us. Probably because they're fed up with how we have acted in the past, and they don't believe myself to be trying to get any better, although I'm certainly trying to do so. We then talked with Joyce for the rest of the video, practically, and we learned a good amount about the world. In particular, something unique is that this is not based on Earth, which we knew that this, at least given the names of the islands and what have you, I thought this was basically just like Earthsea, like the Wizard of Earthsea world, where it's mostly islands. And it is, but not the islands that I thought they were. They're not islands surrounded by ocean. They're areas where there is a world, and then there's the pale that separates that world from another. We're not on different planets. All this is on the same planet. But just imagine that we had a chunk of... Well, I'm American, so we'll go with a chunk of the East Coast. Let's say from, like, New York down to North Carolina. And then it stops there. In addition, this chunk, there's a good portion of the Atlantic Ocean, going out past Bermuda a little bit. But then, in that area, around that area, there is something called the Pale. That separates it from, let's say, a portion of Africa. And not even the coast of Africa, a different section of Africa altogether. You can get from one area that is surrounded by the Pale to the other if you're able to figure out the angle and path you need to take, but it's very dangerous. With the invention of aerostatic aircraft, it's been easier to get from place to place. But traveling through the Pale, being within it for any length of time, can cause significant problems. In particular, it sounds like memory issues can occur. We are suffering from a horrific bender. We might have actually decided to maybe step into the Pale somehow, or something of the sort. In addition to the horrible drugs and everything that we took. In any case, at the end of the video, we ran into a glitch, or a bug actually, which soft-locked my game, and or rather hard-locked it, I suppose. But I was able no, it was a soft lock. Reload, I did it several times. Ended up, thankfully, not in a conversation to pass by time, because even that was locking things. I just clicked on something, the time thankfully passed 1 minute for us, and now I think I can do normal conversations again without it locking on me. I do want to kind of apologize a little. It occurs to me that I have been very angry when a soft lock or a bug or something happens in this game. I think because it detracts from my enjoyment of the story of this game. And I find that to be rather detrimental to my enjoyment of it. I want to think about the things that we are doing, and instead I have to fight the game to play it. You guys did not notice, but in the previous like 20 videos or so of this game, I had to do some weird fickle things to get the resolution to remain at what I wanted it to be. And the game has crashed twice as well, early on, forcing me to redo entire videos. This has not been the easiest game to record, but I'm going to finish it. Okay, let's pick up where we left off. So, with that done, I think we should, I would like to go in here and talk to that gentleman and see if we can sell clothes. But first, we're going to double back and look in that viewer. The thing that we couldn't look in before because the game kept crashing. I have finished the Kingdom of Conscience, everyone, so let's read about this. Bonuses from Thought. Moralist dialogue options heal +1 morale. Learning cap for volition, raised to 5. Learning cap for logic, raised to 5. The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Oh, I don't know if I agree with that. Sometimes they stumble on one, like a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of the coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on earth. I suppose this is a bit that people don't want any of the extreme changes because of pain, suffering, and everything else that occurs when changing to one of those extremes. I don't know. I think centrism is a fine thing to do. Anything too extreme is likely to lead to that suffering and the I shouldn't. No, let's not talk about real world politics, Tim. Let's instead go and look at the viewer. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary. Logic. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty? Why indeed? Let's find out. Oh, well, I mean, this place didn't used to be such poverty, right? This place used to be quite the place to stay. Joyce told us that the war is what saw to the poverty in this area. Your money... Good God, that's so loud. Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal. Pull the handle and look inside. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab gray shape. Like a ghost. Turn the knob to focus your vision. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it. Empathy. Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind. Could the shot have come from there, then entered the window upstairs in the whirling in rags? It's not possible, no, from this distance. The details are blurry. There's water vapor in the way, and waves cut into the islet. Probably not. Hang in there, little one. The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind. Now, we can't really use this one because of the graffito that is on it. You notice anything else out of the ordinary down here? No, we do not. Okay. Well, we have some tar, or tar. Tar? I still don't know how to say any of these words. Let's go ahead and drop it off. And then, I guess we'll go back to the pawn shop and see if he's buying clothes today. We still have some other things in our quest log to do. We'll wait until like 11 o'clock or so to try to do some more questing. Without Kim here, I feel a little odd. It feels like I don't really want to pursue the main investigation without him here. Oh, we also, I think, gained 2 levels, didn't we? Oh, 1 second. We have a thing. The yellow roses in the window. Those aren't the flowers that were left for Klage. Insert your bottles. Your bottles clunk into the... Oh, Electric Chemistry shows up and says, buy more alcohol, but we're not doing that. Yeah, we have 2 levels to place in things. We could take another thought cabinet slot and begin maybe taking the Precarious World or the 15th Indio tribe or something. It could be neat to go for yet another thing. We have 4 hours. Let's do it. Let's unlock another thought cabinet slot. And we'll take something a little dangerous. The Precarious World. Temporary research bonus. All red checks fail. 4 hours to research it. Seems like the point of this game is victory. The absence of defeat on all fronts. Victory in business ventures and creative undertakings. Victory in love and over other people. Political victory. Ideological victory. Hell, even sexual victory. Definitely a lot of object-based victories too. Having things and not losing them. One problem though. Not a lot of victors in sight. Everyone's mostly losing. Why is that? And how do you not lose? So, mostly I'm taking this because, well... That's a good question. Why am I taking this one? I'm curious if this might give me like +1 to all red checks after I take it, given the penalty. They seem to... The bonus you get for finishing it seems to be somewhat related to the penalty that you had. Actually, that's not true at all, Tim. Game of Conscience was minus 2 Half-Light, and I gave you something completely different. Indirect modes of taxation was minus 2 empathy, and you ended up with -1. This might grant you -1 to all red checks and return to some positive, but I'll risk it. And as for this, we're going to take a point in pain threshold. Let's read about it first. Cool 4 unstoppable fighters, guys who won't die, masochists. Pain threshold ignores damage so you can push on, bloodied and crawling, to the bitterest end. Enables you to negate damage you would otherwise take, even mental pain, heartache, and loneliness. In fact, these things can become a thrill you seek out and perversely revel in. At high levels, pain threshold turns in on itself and in a seriously unhealthy way, with full-on self-destructive behavior. With a low pain threshold, however, you will suffer too easily. Even a slap from a teenager will make you whine and complain. I'm thinking the next point will probably go into pain threshold again. Or logic, since we gained more to maximum there, I like to begin putting points into it. Again, everything that I can benefit from or counter from the thought cabinet thoughts is something I think I would like to try.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Scab Leader, what is a strike? When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people. He shifts uncomfortably in his workers' overalls. What do the strikers want? Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work. Physical instrument. When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape. How come you're built like a brick shithouse while the other scabs are so scrawny? I work hard. His voice moves even louder. And I would work even harder if the fuckers would let us work. Maybe he's a member of that one paramilitary organization.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Okay, nothing else I need to talk with him about. I can't think of anything up there to talk to. Anything. I can't think of anyone else up there to talk to except for Everart, and I don't want to do the work for him to get our gun. Oh, we have the other lady. We could talk with her about the pail for a little bit, I suppose. Oh, there's cigarettes right down here, but I don't even notice them? Maybe it's an empty pack. Wasn't there a check we can take here now again? Let's see if that's the case. Yeah, let's try this. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. What did this king do? Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philippe was known for his... I can't pronounce that. Profligacy? In what way? Well, he blew through the whole nation's treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line, and the monarchy on the Insulian Isola. How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury? Stories have it he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the solarium. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers like some obese dragon, instead of a bed like a normal person. Horrific necktie. The man certainly knew how to live. I would like to sleep on gold, hustler style. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction. The what now? You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Electrochemistry. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian blow. Allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays. And purple. Philippian cocaine was purple. So he was addicted to nose candy. A bloated druggie. That's what the revolutionaries said, 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulian Bay. Okay, what is nose candy, electrochemistry? Cocaine. Oh, thank you, Encyclopedia. This is a lot to process. His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms. Okay, where is he buried now? Beneath the cold waters of the Insulian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. Mausoleum. I'm saying it right! Why do I think I'm not? Shivers. A group of marble pleurants still surrounds the king's vandalized tomb. A deathly cold wind sweeps up candy wrappers and old newspapers. That's interesting. I like that. This last sentence, nose candy. What happened to the statue? The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Who restored it? Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time. A rare butterfly trapped in amber floating on a sea of shit. Oh, I see. It's as if the cannon hit here and it threw this statue off of it and broke the head at the same time. I can see that. But Sam's not gonna. I really don't get art. Neither do people in Martinez. The statue has proved to be controversial in a neighborhood mostly populated by the left-leaning working class. Philippe III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. The woman is still hunched over the railing, her head swaying to the music, her eyes looking at nothing in particular. Snap your fingers in front of her face. Huh? That flicked a switch somewhere. What is it? What do you want? Before I came, you seemed away. What do you mean? You were in a dream, inactive, turned off. Yes. What about it? What roots? Lomonosov's land. Udachana Zemla, the western plain. She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge. Shivers. A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward. The Transkafla Magistral, U-41A, as Estradas do Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly. She opens her eyes again and shudders. I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself. She looks you over and scoffs. You're right, lawman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me. Endurance. A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby. Is that all you woke me up to say? Yes. Okay, we can't talk to her about what Joyce talked to us about. And there is nowhere else to go here, I think, right? We cannot walk down there. There's nothing else around here. So we always have the information in our docket, the clip and case files that we have. We could always take a look at. But I like to talk to more people while Kim's not here, because I can always decide to look at this stuff with Kim while Kim is around. We also have more things we can interact with, I suppose. We could also do Everett's quest to get our gun back, or find information about our gun, I suppose. The thing is that with the stats I've got, I don't have any hand-eye coordination, so we're not shooting something if it comes down to it. It's just not gonna happen. Oh, we have the two old gentlemen we can also talk to if you want a few hours to pass. Let's first see if we can sell some of the stuff that we've been picking up, and if this gentleman is buying clothes today. Oh, hello. Who are you, gentlemen? Morning, officer. Good morning, guys. I can't talk with you, though. Oh, the thing's out of the water now. Interesting. A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle. Pull the lever up. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving. Oh, holy crap! We can explore a new area today. Alright. Maybe we'll do that. We can't interact with that again. Fixing the world one water lock at a time.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I have something else to sell. Sure. Let me have a look. I like to sell some of my clothes. I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment, and certainly not expensive armor that's liable to bring mercenaries to my doorstep. And especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects. Okay, so... Now let's sell the old rifle. It doesn't work, right? It's completely broken. A broken Belle Magrave from ages past. It's a 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. Let's pawn it. And we'll sell this La Delta 51 postcard. Uh-oh. I wasn't supposed to sell one of those, apparently. Well, too late now. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags. Others in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Inland Empire. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back. Win her back? Yes! Buy something nice. A figurine. Volition. This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy. Alright, Volition. We're not going to listen to Inland Empire then. Step away from the table. I'm not interested in those. Oh, you know, we have the money. We might be able to buy a dice from the dice maker now. But if we can find a tape, we can complete the karaoke quest. All the old boom boxes are there, blinking and waiting to whirl. All but one. Yours. This is a light fixture, right? A typical Martinez streetlight sits among the assorted floor and table lamps. Let your gaze run over the streetlight. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly but persistently. Where'd you get this? It was brought to me to be altered. The light's buzzing resembles the purring of a cat. It seems very much at home here. Is it a streetlight? Yes, officer. As you can see, it's in perfect working order. How much for it? 700 real. A bargain, I dare say. Half-Light. A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet-talk you into buying trash. Are you out of your mind? There's one just like that on every corner. He rests his elbows on the counter and brings his face closer to the gas. The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag. What do you mean, transformations? He throws you a look of weary patience. Well, there are the costs of removal and rewiring. But the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside a home just a few days ago. There's nothing else I need but that light at the moment. $700? I can't ever see us getting that much money. And there's nothing else in here, he's not buying anything else I have, so I guess we're done. Oh, or we could talk about the gun a little more. Maybe there's some information there that we missed before. Let's step back inside really quick.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I wanted to ask about my, missing gun again. Sure thing. Alright, there's nothing else new here. Thanks for the review. I'm not gonna ask him for his drugs, right? We're trying to not do drugs. Alright, so we have a new area we could also go to. Maybe we should do that. What quests do we have? Sing karaoke. Find booze. We're not going to do that. We have no idea where our badge is. We could work for Evrart. Well, I don't see anything there. I guess let's go back to the whirling, and we'll talk to the Hardy Boys again, and see if they can give up the location of Ruby to us. I've noted that I keep rolling exceedingly high recently. This makes we're on fire basically. I have not rolled less than a 7 now, I think, in some time. This makes me nervous because we're probably going to have the opposite and roll very low for quite some time coming up soon, I would imagine, to balance this out.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to Clage. Now I need to talk to Ruby. Why? He leans back and regards you with curiosity. I'm going to level with you. She's the next, so we can say because she's your real leader. That doesn't mean he's going to tell us. This, I think, is an honest answer. She is the next link in the chain that leads me to Lily's killer. That's not true. I'm not going to lie and say we're going to pin it on her. I suspect she killed the victim, but I don't know if Sam does. Actually, she couldn't have, unless she did shoot him from the balcony, because she was in here. I have a hunch this is actually going to happen. We're going to actually have a civil war soon if we're not careful. And that's not going to get him to tell us. I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lily's killer. Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not going to throw her under your moral lantern steamroller. Fuck that shit. And fuck you too, moral fag. He throws a glass of Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs. She is missing. And if you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. That's how it works, guys. That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. He crosses his arms. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now? Holy crap! But we have to roll a 5 or better. Found a key in Union Box, saw the winch outside, staged like a play, reconstructed the murder scene, secret route found, Ruby is a drug trader established. Holy crap, we did it. Barely, probably. Let's take a look at that. Wow, yep. Oh, we needed a 6, and we got that 6. Woo! A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostile cafeteria is lit by its eerie blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought. Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him? Because she was here all night with us. He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101. She didn't go to the toilet? No. The window Clage gave for the time of death was from 11:30 to 12:15. You mean to say she stayed put from 11:30 to 12:15? All that time? Alright. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment, maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. He points at the intersection. We're not getting into what that operation is again, cop. Suggestion. That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now. And just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. He taps on his temple. I've been through this. It's not plausible. Alright, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for some time during the window. This is crucial. Now let's place her on that roof. Have you noticed the winch out back? On the outer wall, the whirling? I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You're saying she wheeled herself up by her collar, like some kind of, kitten? Let's go with that. Point is, it's just a rusty winch. It doesn't put her on the roof. There's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. How? Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop. People say there was a pinball arcade here sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo? East Delta Pinball Arcade. The old man coughs. Weird place. Went bankrupt. Okay, but... The man looks around. How'd she get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building, or an elevator for that matter. The elevator is on the outer wall of the building. It's an old dumbwaiter, used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop. And how does she come into it? Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes. That's quite the theory. He turns to Eugene. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys. I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Agnes are going up there. It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of... Shush now. Titus turns to us. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it? We have firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was... Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot? Firmly? She shakes his head. Firmly doesn't go well with could have. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route... He forms a gun with his hand. Does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that. And Ruby doesn't carry one. Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt, in the shape of a gun. The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her? You lost your gun? The blonde man is taken back, not even laughing. What an idiot! The big man leans closer. Tell me, did you lose it before the murder? You didn't. And Ruby didn't use your gun, lost gun, to kill him. Pain threshold. Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack. I have analyzed, I have already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns, too. God damn, that's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds. You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is just back out of it. Fine, Titus. I'm not getting into it if it touches on your precious business. Okay, cop. She's got connections. He shakes his head slowly. I can see how she could have access to a gun. That doesn't mean she did. Logic. That's all you needed. Doubt. I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, either. Just that we need to find her. I don't know, cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first? The two-man burst out laughing at his own joke. Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour. Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? He almost gets up from his seat. Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this? Phase 3, motive. The last component. Suggestion. The big one. Get this, and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss them off. That never works. I'm thinking 1 or 3. It's not why did she kill him. It's why did she organize the cover-up? And I suppose you have a theory on that? Oh, I don't. She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus. Like, fuck she was. It was her idea, right? The hanging? Little man squints, eyes beady. She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs. Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd been first. Time for a logics demonstration. Eugene, let's assume you killed them. He scoffs. Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob, or alone for committing murder? The man is silent. If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss. Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. The blonde man waves his beer around. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus. Glenn? Titus looks grim. I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit. Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good. I don't think I need the other ones. Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. I need to talk to her. Titus looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. Perception. A very small nod, and a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. Authority. This is the only opinion he cares for. Yeah, I see it. He puts his beer down. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is, add it to your list of suspicions if you want. I don't know. He smiles with a curious smile. I don't know where she went. She just up and left, got real scared too. Wouldn't tell me what, wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Wanna know why? Why? She was afraid I would tell you. He looks you straight in the eye. Maybe she was right. By now I probably would. You think she knew I'd find evidence against her? Perhaps. He looks out the window again. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. Have you looked for her? A little. On the coast. Where have you looked for her? More precisely, on the coast. Past the waterlock. He nods southwest. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there. Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking? Sure, there are some shit houses there. A cinderblock town. The fisher folk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up. I'll start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like? Boyish. Hair's red, dyed. She looks like a Loramen. When did she leave? Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation. Do you know what she's doing with the Ulan frequencies? The what now? I have no idea. He looks around. Boys? She said she's building a pale emitter. What? We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more. Logic. The guy barely understands what he's talking about. There you have it. Pale something. Titus puts an end to it. That'll do. It's not much, but it'll do. It'll have to. He puts his hand out. Shake it. His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite. Tightly packed RCM sergeant material. You should be a cop, Titus. When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were. And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks. Then turns back to his men. Alright, earned another skill point. Awesome. That one I think we might... Oh, well, I wouldn't mind another... The problem is I want to improve everything. I want to improve it almost right away. Could put another into endurance. Give me 6 total. Or another into pain threshold. We'll hold on to it at the moment. Can't do it with class? Don't do it at all. So we have more people we can talk to. Holy crap. Here, at least. Let's talk to Gart a little bit.
Can I help you?
By the way, Gart, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Absolutely out of the question. Volition, you wait and see, cafeteria manager. Inland Empire, absolutely in question. First we find a sad banger, then we sing this place to shit. Alcohol restores my hit points, right? No, I'm not going to drink, especially not in front of my friends. The old members of the RCM. Right, there's nothing else for us to talk to them about.
Again, I can't believe this shit.
Sounds like he's doing the Batman voice thing to me. Now, will you answer some questions for me? No, he says calmly and just keeps staring at you. Don't you have to? If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. He doesn't look amused, but I'm going to go with no right now. If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things. Actually, I don't want to hear you say things. Come on, Gene. Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things. Authority, hear that? He wants to hear you say things. Say one. Okay, this person who was shot and then made to look like he was hanged, he might have been shot by the people who hanged him. I get it. Okay. But what's the motive? To cover something up? That would be my first guess, yes. It's quite possible. Hey, why am I telling you these things? I don't know. Why are you? He gives you an odd look. You know what? It must be because he's buff. He looks like he works out, like he's got the devil on his back. Oh my god, there's more. He looks at you in disbelief. You want something more. What is it? Alright, nothing else. Okay, let's look at our quest log. Wow, one more thing done. Holy crap! I didn't think we get any... I did not think we complete half of this. And we totally did. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. Look how we're even doing things on Wednesday. Look at all the stuff we did on Tuesday. Look at this. Look at this. We washed off the death smell. We did the jam mystery. We proved our authority to Titus Hardy. Look at all this. This is amazing. Okay. So, I've got like 10 more minutes. I really don't want to do Everett's job. Everett's. I really, really don't. That check, that bribe, I don't view it as a bribe. I viewed that as an apology for the amount of work it required to get in to see Everett. We might be able to talk to Kuno. I'm not sure what to do, everyone. There's nothing downstairs. We need another crowbar. Okay, let's... I don't know if I want to explore someplace new without whatchamacallit here. But I guess we can. Okay, sure. Let's go and explore the coast a little then. Oh, but I don't really want to find Ruby yet. I like Kim around. I don't want to work for Evrart to find the gun. I think Ruby might have signaled to someone else to shoot the gentleman in the whirling in rags. And I think she did buy our gun. That's what I think happened. The radio relay hums with electricity. Oh, hello, money. Yes, of course. You were right there. I totally saw you. I didn't see the money at all. 55 more cents. We're up to 56 bucks. Go us. Quite a bit more if you want to buy that light for 700 real. A breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. There's 90 cents. Ahead, decades-old concrete defenses. Children play with something. Oh, children play on them now. Right, we're exploring new territory. Tar bag equipped. Or tear. Tear? Tar? A creaking ahead. A broken axle grinding. Footprints in the snow. They lead away from the accident. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. Oh, please tell me, like, this isn't my car. Banged up fuel canister. A dented stainless steel canister for transporting and storing heavy fuel oil. A logo on its side has been partially stripped over years of use. The government-issued red-dyed fuel oil inside looks like paint, though it smells much, much worse. A bottle, drained of all its booze. It's frozen to the ice. This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit, cigarettes, and empty bottles, all evidence of it. Yeah, sure does look like a lot of folks partied here. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain. Guess I'll be on my way. A banged-up motor carriage lies half-submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Indian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. Empathy. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. Visual calculus. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading. This is where the tracks on the plaza were leading to. The motor carriage sits in the salty ocean water, cold and sad. It doesn't have an opinion. Most suspicious. I should investigate. A seagull takes off from the half-submerged machine. It's almost like the bird is acknowledging your decision. You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Volition. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea. What's the make of this, MC? Can I see a logo? The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out. But you do see a monkfish float by. How long has it been here? The accident couldn't have happened too long ago. The ice hasn't closed up around the vehicle, so the crash must have happened last Saturday or Sunday. Visual calculus. The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening. Run your hand over the cold metal. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting out will require a team of specialists. What should I do? Although the sunken motor carriage is probably flattered by you addressing it, it does not supply an answer. Wait for the low tide. Then you should be able to access the cabin. Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede. As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. Perception. Hearing. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sounds of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea. We can't pass any red checks at the moment because of our thought. It's impossible to say if it's happening, if the water is receding. All you feel is a lot of time going by. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. It looks like that might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion. I wonder what all these people in the city behind me are doing. Dreaming, drinking, fucking, fighting, trying to improve their lives, wishing for a better tomorrow. I wish I could just do something else and come back later. I wish I didn't have to be stuck on this seat, because I totally would just come back later. The tide sure is taking its sweet time. It's unclear whether the stuck-in vehicle agrees or not, but you merely uttering these words gives you the illusion of time speeding up. Just like how the crazy daredevil piloting that vehicle must have accelerated it into the sea. 30 more minutes pass. I really don't like this. Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass. Man, it's taking a long time. Yes, it is. It feels as the city behind you grows silent in the waiting. It seems like an eternity has passed. The dim light scatters from the cloud above the city. You can see the blue and white motor carriage slowly appear from the water, centimeter by centimeter, as the sea recedes. Encyclopedia. It's a Cupris 40, a workhorse of the motor park. Favored by the working men, government offices, firefighters, I guess, and maybe animal control people? You know, those kinds of people. Squint in your eyes and say, is that a number on the side? Yes, number 41, as in Precinct 41. Come on, man, that's our ride! Even if the motor carriage is mine, literally anyone could have driven it into the sea. Come on, Harry. There's nowhere to run. It's just you and me, old friend. Oh, no, 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 no. Not happening. Not on my watch. Come on, Harry. There's nowhere to run. It's just you and me, old friend. Oh, God, no. I'm so sorry, Harry. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy and the air tastes sour to breathe. Half-Light. Oh God, Harry. Oh God, Harry, what did you do? Fulton. No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry. No, no, that's not true. It can't be. No matter how many times you say it, it won't change the truth. Oh God, it is mine. I drove my car into the sea. Yes, Harry, you did. No, 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 no. The sooner you accept it, the sooner you can move on. The badge, the gun, and now this? Keep moving. You're a shark. You stop, you die. Maybe I was in pursuit of someone. You were not. How do we get you out? We don't. Well, at least I can see what's in there now. I have a hunch that you're forced to wait and then the seed resides as opposed to coming back like at a certain time of the day. An aggressive-looking seagull lands on the swing set and stares at you with a murderous look. You really need to keep moving. What the heck? Why did the interact thing pop up? I don't have anything new to interact with. That was weird. So I don't like being forced to sit and wait for like an hour and a half in this game. I would rather just come back later. The ice just off the coast crackles, shifting. But I can't see what's inside of it. There's nothing inside of it. Can I... Oh, do we have to break it open? My badge! And the RCM I'm a commander? Oh my god! Thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing, you see a man stare back at you. A younger version of you. Already disintegrating inside, but still presentable on the outside. RCM badge. Lieutenant T.G.F.R. Dubois. A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back. I found my badge! The man in the photo looks at you solemnly. Study it. Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information, and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, a date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct. Precinct 41? The number shows that this badge belongs to an officer of the 41st Precinct. The badge is in your hand, shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark. Look at the photo. The man keeps winking at you with his green-gray eyes. The photo is old. No doubt about that. Logic, but the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge. Suggestion, good choice. A newer photo would look, different. How old? 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctively lacking in massive sideburns. And he's winking. Why? Why do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. It looks like you had quite a charming face way back then. Your hair is brown and slightly curly. Your eyes seem more clear somehow. Visual calculus. The lack of alcohol swelling is a bonus, though there's a pinch of that in your cheeks already. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it. Okay, so let's put it away. We can look at the rest of it when Kim's back. We're going to totally put this code on. 1+1 to sprint to corpse, and +1 to visual calculus. So I'm a commander. How about that? And a lieutenant equal to Kim. Interesting. Okay, everyone. let's stop here. So we didn't do too much today, but we did find our badge. Very important. Holy crap. And we're almost done with the precarious world as well. So 5 hours almost has passed. Good God, time goes by so quickly. We have one more skill point to place. And I'm thinking logic. Or another point in pain threshold or endurance. I'm not sure which one at the moment. I don't know, another point in endurance would be really handy. But I'll think about it, and when we come back. Actually, I might wait till we gain another level. That way I have an extra point, and that will give me a chance to be a little, well... Nah, we should... I'll spend this point when we come back. Alright, everyone. Thank you for watching this one, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.